Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth, and on this channel we talk about building your spiritual confidence so you can listen to your intuition and read your tarot cards with ease. And today we are going to be starting the swords of the minor arcana. And of course, we'll be starting with the Ace of Swords. There is so much symbolism on this card. I'm going to be looking at this Ace of Swords, explaining to you the astrology and the timing of this card. We're going to look at how it links up with the other aces. We're going to look at the color, the symbolism, the Kabbalah. We are going to look at the elements in particular. And I'm going to show you how this card links back up with the Magician. How about that? So if you're interested in knowing more about the Ace of Swords, stick with me because I'm going to spin the camera around and we are going to take a deep dive into the Ace of Swords. So let's look at the Ace of Swords, the root of the powers of the air. This is a card of taking new beginnings, and we can see that in the numerology for this card. Aces are attributed to number 1, and they are seen as powerful beginnings. And here you are, the hand is coming out of the clouds and offering you the sword, the opportunity to have intelligent, creative, new ideas and new beginnings. If we look at the other aces, we can see that each one offers a new beginning. So if we look at the Ace of Wands, a new beginning of action. If we look at the Ace of Cups, beginnings to do with your emotional state. And if we look at Ace of Pentacles, this is grounded new beginnings. Ace of Pentacles are always about your financial matters and the practicalities of life. If we look at I'm just making sure we're still in shot. If we look at the Tree of Life, all of the aces sit on Kether, which is the crown, and the crown or Kether is the seraphot that emanates the energy of all that is. The first movement or motion, and Kabbalistic belief is that the beginning of the world came from sound or motion. It's a seraphot or a sphere at the top of the Tree of Life that is about God. It's about the universal energy. It's about spiritual transformation. It's about all that is and is not. It is the beginning. It's like the Big Bang. And so that's where all your aces sit, at the top of the Tree of Life. Classical element of air. So intelligence, creativity, new beginnings. A beautiful card. I actually love the whole suit of swords, sorry. So I'm really, really looking forward to going through the deck and talking about each one of these cards one at a time. If you're wondering about these cheat sheets, they are available in my Etsy shop. I have a basic cheat sheet, which is essentially each card at a glance. Then I've got these sheets, which are my notes for the videos that I'm doing. And then, of course, there's a great worksheet for you to do as well. So if we're wondering about timing for the aces, and this is where, if you've watched my other videos on the wands and the swords, we're going to be talking about the same sort of thing. So this is my astrological wheel with all of the cards placed upon it, and this is available in my Etsy shop. As you go around the wheel and you get to the third quadrant, so we started here, and we started with the wands, then we go to the cups. Now we're at the swords. You can see that the sword rules through the princess of the page and actually rules a space in time. We don't have any dates for the Ace of Swords, it is Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. They are the 3 signs that this particular card rules. Look, I guess you could use the dates from the beginning of Capricorn through to the end of Pisces, but really, strictly speaking, you're talking about timing that is unclear. If an ace or a page comes up in the timing section of a tarot spread, we're talking about indeterminate timing. So from here to here is the quadrant of space that the aces rule, and they rule through the pages. So it looks something like this. So they're placed like this around the wheel, just so you can see. I've got workmen outside. Got these in the wrong order. Must put them in the Golden Dawn order. Wands, cups, ruling through the page, swords, and pentacles. So let's have a little look at the actual Ace of Swords, because there's some beautiful symbolism on this card. And I'm talking about each card individually so we can do it justice. So let's have a look at the symbolism. And again, I haven't memorized this. Some bits stick, some bits don't. And I'm hoping as you listen to me and you follow through with my notes, bits of this symbolism will help, will stick. And it can be wonderful. If you've got a spread in front of you and you're not getting anything from the person sitting in front of you that you're reading for, or for yourself, you can start to rely on your understanding of the symbolism patterns to help you get some messages to determine what the meaning of the reading. So grey clouds, we know grey clouds in the tarot mean confusion. So you've got a white hand. The white hand is symbolic of purity of purpose, of innocence. So you've got this very clear, untouched, clarifying messenger coming out of the clouds, inviting you to act upon the meaning of this sword. The sky is grey, and we know that a grey sky also indicates confusion. And the reason for that is because the idea of the ace is you're coming out of unknown and being offered direction to something that is known. So the sword, of course, we know represents the sword is about, we think of old-fashioned sword fighting and cutting your sword through the air. So we're thinking about words and thoughts that cut through confusion in your life. The crown at the top normally sits on our head, but in this instance, the crown at the top of the sword is symbolic of our thoughts. The sword is coming through the center of the crown, and it's inviting us to come into conscious clarity. The plants on the crown, you've got a date palm and an olive branch. So here's your olive branch here, and you can see the little olives, and here's your date palm. So the date palm is symbolic of, now I'm just having a look here. They're masculine and feminine symbols, and they're symbols of victory. So the palm is a symbol of peace, and the olive is a symbol of victory. And they're also a symbol of feminine and masculine energy. So your palm is feminine, the olive branch is masculine. And the idea is that you've got this balance of feminine and masculine, and they are offering this idea of balance in whatever it is that you decide to move forward and do. The 6 drops here, the 6 golden drops, these are dewdrops, or again, yods, which we've talked about in the tarot before. If you've been following through, let me find you some examples of yods. Here on the Tower card, you can see yods. You can also see them in the Moon card. And the yods are deep spiritual emotion. They represent the universal energy all around us. So I think I've talked about everything. The mountains, of course, are always symbolic of our spiritual journey as we are embarking upon the journey as we travel through the cards, whether we're traveling through the minor arcana sword suit or we're traveling from the beginning as the Fool through the major arcana. So that is the Ace of Swords. I do hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a like, subscribe, and hit that notifications bell, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.